update of my 34-gallon upgrade process. I'm kind of bringing this to you a little impromptu because I am doing things a little ahead of schedule right now. I didn't think I was going to be moving over. I'm going to be moving over a tower and some fish. I didn't think I was going to be moving over this earth for this fast. But I ended up going to a local frag show, like Fragswap. So, see that there's less Athenials. That's because I actually cut off this portion here and brought to the frag display. The tank's kind of, all the corals are souped up except for that leather right there. Because I just turned on the lights because it's 9:30 at night, 9:30 right now. I just got back from the show. I also brought in some of the Frogspawn in. I traded with a couple people, some Kenya trees as well, mostly Athenia though. And I impromptu got these guys. As you can see, there is a pretty decent sized horseshoe crab and a long-nosed butterfly fish. Now, I made sure that the long-nosed butterfly was doing alright with corals. It wasn't bothering anything before I got it. So, I have decided, rather than put those in from there into this system, stress them out even more, and then in 4 days, go into the tank, tear out this rock work, and put it into this tank, and stress them out even further. I am just going to go ahead and proceed with my plans to move this tower out and put it here. And I'm going to move the Foxface and the tomini tang and that other chromis if I can catch it. Fish, I'm going to leave the majority of my inverts. I may move a snail or two. I'm going to leave the majority of the inverts in here. Wait another week on top of that before I move everything else over. So far, my parameters are all stable. The lights are off, of course, because it's nighttime and I don't really need lights on for this system right now. Parameters are stable. The only problem I'm having is some algae growth. And that's just a normal part of the cycling. I do have enough bacteria. My parameters are all right. I am going to go ahead and move over some stuff. I am going to try and save the majority of the water that I use out of that. And I'm going to hopefully transfer everything over. Not everything over tonight, just this tower. I'm going to leave that xenia in here. I am going to move the Zoa garden onto one of the rock piles or onto the frag thing for now. And then I'm going to drip acclimate everything really slowly to make sure everything goes according to plan. Yep, wish me luck. As you guys can see, I have them drip acclimating. There's all the rock and everything. There's also the Foxface, the tomini tang, and the remaining blue chromis in there. And then you have, of course, the butterfly and the horseshoe crab. There's also a bunch of corals and some extra hermit crabs, probably an emerald crab in there as well. Whoever was hiding on the rock at the time. Whenever it comes to acclimating fish or invertebrates, especially invertebrates and corals, I always recommend fresh or salt water drip acclimating, which is you just run a line, you have a bucket, and you see that steady drip. Just have that running. You drip acclimating for about half an hour. I have all my pumps turned off so that, at least I thought I did. Maybe not. I'm turning off all my pumps so everything just runs the way it's supposed to run. So everything's off, so I don't, because if you have drip acclimation, you're transferring water and you have the sump on, you can easily overwhelm the sump and it stops working. I also turned my auto top off, which is another upgrade I have, a simple gravity-fed auto top-off system that I just made out of an old Ozark 3-gallon water jug, and it's just gravity on, gravity off. It has that little check valve that tells me if it's time or not time. It tells it turns it on, allows water to flow in, turns it off automatically, the gravity backs up, stops doing it. This is the new aquascaping for now of this tank. Not a lot left in here. Like I said, leaving just the bare bones in here. Anything that's really, really delicate before I transfer everything over in a week into here. This is everybody the day after. I introduced them last night. You can see everyone's doing just fine. I got both the chromis in there, and the Foxface has really got all their colors out. The butterfly's adjusting beautifully, and the tomini tang likes hiding, but not to the point where I can't ever see it. Right now the horseshoe crab is, you can see him right there, buried in the sand bed. You can see how he's been definitely eating some stuff. And you can already see how a bunch of the algae is gone from the foxface everyone's eating. Foxface tends to be schooling with the butterfly fish now. And of course the chromises are schooling with each other. And the tomini tang just likes hanging out in that rock crevice. My only concern is I might have to turn this rock around, because it's blocking a lot of light for the leathers. The mushroom is growing alright right now, and the Kenya trees are in full spectrum light right now. The zoas are doing pretty good, and all the snails and inverts are doing just fine as well. Now this is the setup in here. It's kind of been tore up and everything. And I'm going to figure out how to put this in here again. It's going to be a little bit of Jenga and everything. But I think I'm going to set up the tower here on this side. I might get rid of that with the skeleton. I don't know. But so far all the fish are doing just perfectly fine. They're eating, they're happy, they're healthy. Yeah, that's been this update.